Hello everyone, I am Gefepido and welcome to Root Outers Part 2. So, last time went better than I really expected. This squad isn't super strong or anything, but you know, these weird plant mechs have some moves at least. And well, Abe is probably one of the better pilots for this particular mech. Partly because it'll get itself into awkward positions, and partly because of the self-damage. I wonder if it does extra, if it, with both upgrades, would do extra self-damage when it's on a forest itself. Well, no point overthinking it now. Not really sure which upgrades I should be prioritizing next, but not the immediate issue. So Vertex, the Moth and Ant Hill are looking moderately troublesome, but I could probably do Vertex. Watchtower, I don't know how tough Bactra is. Aside from that, the Vec setup could be worse. And then there's Nautilus. Honestly, there's silkworms and stink bugs. I mean, I'm a little nervous about chasms, but what can you do? And I suppose I'd really want to try to get Sawblade mech caught by the Mosquito Leader, because, you know, it can't save other mechs from the Mosquito. Probably doing Vertex or Nautilus. Yeah, Nautilus is probably my best bet. Not like I'm going to get better at dealing with Nautilus. Not sure if it'd be worth doing the Chasm mission should it come up. Ooh, rail layer. Well, I really want the core, right? I also don't know... Gonna be tricky, but we'll see. I also don't know for sure if the, Rooting Beast can shoot through chasms or not. So that'll be exciting to find out. Should I just put the Rooting Beast here? It almost doesn't matter. I am a little worried about getting blocked in here. Oh, wait, I should think about how the mantises are gonna go. If I do this, I guess this would, okay, yeah, that'll probably get a mantis here. And I probably want to avoid anything going here, so maybe I should just put the Rooting Beast here. After all, it's mostly mantises, so they're probably not going to block this well, if they did get in front of the rail layer, they'd just die, so that would be fine. Maybe I should be baiting them there, actually. Would this be better? And then what am I doing up here? I don't know. Like this? Or would it be better off like this? Yeah, because if a mantis goes here and tries to attack these two, then it's dead. The rail layer doesn't give a shit. Beetle... The beetle can really only get into attack position in lane E, and I don't care if it does, so, you know, that's fine. Well, it's just weird thinking about the all-mantis setup. And this, if a mantis decides to attack these buildings and I could drop it down the chasm, though that would put everyone in an awkward position. Should I be... I don't know if I should be trying to stop that, though. There's a limit to what I can do about this. I guess, you know, Sylvan Mech could just swap it onto D5, though. Oh. I'm more thinking about this shit than I usually do, but it is a 3-objective mission, I guess. Okay, yeah. So I might end up needing to... Oh, wait, I could have sworn the... Oh, no, there was something in the way, so I didn't see that possibility. Alright, okay, this mantis doesn't matter. This one might need to be... This mantis also doesn't matter. The beetle, though, needs to be stopped. Oh, I keep forgetting I can move through stuff. So I could just... Okay, problem is the rooting beast cannot corner around the mountain and push the beetle here. Because, sadly... Sorry, what's the word? Right, I can't corner on something that can take damage. Like, this doesn't work. Sad, sad, sad. Now, I could have Rooting Beast shoot through this and just ram this guy. That would... I guess since I can move through here, it's not that bad to have a chasm there. This Mantis means nothing. How much damage does a basic beetle? Oh, it's 1? So yeah, I could just go here, double tap the beetle, and not give a shit about taking 1 damage. Or I could go here, kill the Mantis, because Abe needs XP anyway, and let the beetle fall down a chasm, which would also be funny. Shame Sylvan Mech can't quite reach here to drop the beetle onto it, but, you know, what can you do? One cannot have everything in this cruel world. And I suppose I'd be wanting the Rooting Beast to, bump this Mantis into that one so this one goes down the chasm. Or just shove it down, or just shove it into the path of the rail layer so the rail layer pilot can feel like he's doing well. Either way. Okay, so I would have really liked a damage one, but... for any other unit, Nimble would be so good. Vigor... I guess Adrenaline is pretty good for him. Boost, nothing's... He's not likely to get healed frequently. Yeah. Since he already flies, and he already doesn't want to be taking actions on or near buildings. I mean, I guess he could stop on a building and attack, and self-attack. I'm gonna need to triple check that won't damage the building, but with his armor, if he's only taking 0, then I assume the building will take 0? Here's hoping. I may want to mess that around in test mode, though. Okay, yeah, so the beetle's doomed, and I guess I could swap this guy into the... here, or I could spawn black. But... oh, right, there's actually, what, 2 units coming, these 2 are dead, so there's gonna be 3 Vec total. Yeah, I may as well damage this guy. It's not the ideal position for Sylvan Mech, but, you know, things are about to happen. Oh, right, yeah, that is a problem for Simon. I understand his concerns. Nautilus isn't the ideal place for him, really. Okay, so Rooting Beast might need to shove this asshole onto a chasm. Okay, this is a annoying situation, isn't it? I could go, like, here. That would damage this guy for 1, but I can't get into position to attack the stink bug because of... wow, I might be in trouble here. I mean, I guess I could do this, which would kill that guy, which would leave, the Rooting Beast in a position to stop stink bugs. So, can I attack through chasms? That's... oh my. Wait, can I actually put a forest on the chasm? Could life be so beautiful as that? Anyway, I was thinking... actually, I could just... oh, if I do this, he just dies. That's even better. And then I could perhaps have... Sawblade mech just go through here and block a spawn. And Sylvan mech, though, is going to be in an awkward position if he has to do this. But that may be okay. I don't know. It might not be, actually. But I don't see a better play for, because I don't think Sylvan mech can do anything over here. Pity. Oh well. If things get messy, then I can cry bitter tears. And blame Churulk, probably. I'm sure it's Churulk's fault somehow. Wow. Yeah, okay. Let me just think. Is there anything better I can do than what this with the Rooting Beast? I guess I could, you know, push this guy here and... But no, because I can't finish off the mini stink bug with Sawblade. Because there's no adjacent place he can attack from. Yeah, stink bugs don't seem so bad until suddenly they're bad. Or would I be better off attacking from here to make sure that spawn and just falls? Yeah, that makes more sense. That's more important than doing a damage to this one alpha stink bug. With only like 2 Vec on the field, then Sylvan mech may not be needed. Okay, I must confess to a certain... Okay, can I get anywhere with Sylvan mech? No. Okay. Yeah, that sucks. I must confess to a certain uncertainty as to... Oh, wait. I could have Sawblade mech do this. And the fire will... Wait, will it catch fire even though he's only doing 0 damage? Okay, so I probably don't want to do anything too dumb with... Huh. Is that the furthest I can go? That seems wrong. But I don't want to bump anything into him while he's on fire, so... Damn, I was hoping I could, Yeah, I can't get the stink bug without risking Abe's life. So I'm just gonna test how this works. Oh wow, I can actually fill chasms. That would be a problem if I take the chasm mission, though. Like, a big problem. But... I think this is the first battle I did not get the Spiderling in, but... I got my core and the rep, so all's mostly well. Yeah, so we're gonna test if I made a dumb mistake here. Okay, yeah, I definitely made a mistake. Though, I suppose being able to step onto mountains will still be helpful. But yeah, it is a problem that he can't... I would not have chosen Nimble if I realized that, you know, the game was too smart to let his armor protect other things he's on. Okay. Yeah, that was dumb. Alright, so I could take Fertilizer. I don't know how much that helps. I might just want Move on Sylvan mech, though. Because even with Skilled, his movement is always an issue. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with that one. And okay, practically I cannot get both 2 rep missions, can I? Because if I do this, then yeah, that would trigger the boss mission. So I pretty much am doing Chaos Chasm, I guess. Stalactites. Okay, mountains fall. I can work with mountains. Especially since Sawblade can actually stop on them, although his weapons won't be allowed to... I mean, I assume you understand how this works. I don't need to explain every little thing. Probably. Okay. Silkworm, silkworm. Where do I go to deal with these fucks? Okay, ideally I'd like Sawblade not to get grabbed unless he's somewhere he can freely attack from. I'm less concerned about Rooting Beast. But, well, I guess it's slightly better for Rooting Beast to have more angles of attack. But I wouldn't wait, would I be better like this? I don't want Sawblade. I don't want to put Sawblade in a damn corner. Although up here would probably be okay. But I was just trying to think if the silkworm decided to attack here, then I could just push it in the water. And that'd be easy. Or this silkworm. And the mantis can hardly reach anything. The silkworms are the problem. So yeah, the silkworm's optimal angle of attack is here. If it wants to. We'll see. I may have to, I may be about to realize I did something dumb, but that happens a lot. What else is new? Yeah, okay. That I can fix. Probably. Maybe. Hopefully. Oh, wow. No respect at all for the mantis even. Okay, so I could just, do this one. And as previously noted, my intention was to have the Rooting Beast just shove the silkworm. One thing I found interesting is that the Rooting Beast cannot... If it wants to attack an empty tile, it has to turn the corner. It doesn't have a good way to attack straight with the... You get the idea. Anyway, so I'll do this one, then have the Rooting Beast save Sylvan Mech, and then Sylvan Mech can... Trying to think where Sylvan... I guess Sylvan Mech could do this egg, because that would get the spider, I think. If I did this egg onto that one of the cracked tiles, then the... Well, it'd be funny to do this one and obliterate the spawn point, but then I wouldn't get a spiderling. The things I do for bugs. Oh, hey, wait, I guess I'm doing this one now. That works too. Get the fuck out of here, and this one maybe? Okay, yeah, I don't want to do this one, because then Sylvan Mech's in an awkward position. This, though... Yeah, damage happens here, so I have my... Don't I? Oh, damn! The egg doesn't count as a as a Vec. Stingy. Okay, this is a pretty awkward position as beetles go. Look how many ways he has to die right now. Really? Wow, okay. So, I'm leaning towards having Rooting Beast poke this guy some way. And then Sylvan Mech can get his thing. And then, yeah, Sawblade doesn't need to do anything hardly. I guess Sawblade could go block over here and kill this guy. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, Actually, if I have Sawblade do like this from the mountain, then I can... No, it doesn't take damage the ones he passes over. And, wait. Don't beetles fall in the... Okay, yeah. The preview was wonky for a second. I know they fall in water when they charge. I've seen it happen. Anyway, so, Okay, I'm really confused because it keeps changing, but that's fine. Positions are a little awkward here, but, wait, this spiderling isn't massive, so it can't go many places. But I guess here's alright for now? Fall in the water, you piece of crap. I demand it. Good, good, good. Okay, so that stink bug needs to be sawed. And I guess I could... Sylvan Mech can just swap this loser. Or, oh wow, there's literally no place for the spiderling to go anymore. But I guess there'll be a Vec here in a moment, and the spiderling may be of some use there. And where do I want my rooting beast? It barely matters at this point, but, oh, hey! I keep forgetting I can fill in, like, stuff. Whether I should have, I don't know, but... I'm not missing any shiny mountains, am I? Good, no, I don't see any. Okay, these guys are being dicks. I believe Simon has my lowest health at the moment, so I may as well let him have that XP for what little it's worth. Jeez, man. Really hankering for a challenge or something? Alright, so fossilized Vec, or I could go for over here, but the fossilized Vec mission ain't too bad. That's a lot of mountains and stuff, but not the best place for Sawblade Mech, but, you know, there's ways. Or I could just, you know, ooh, wow, ugly, ugly. But plenty of ways to handle it, too. And I gotta do one of these anyway, so perhaps I should just get it done for the moment. And then step into one of these, see which of these I prefer. Oh wow, fun. Joyous. So good. Okay, but let me think here. Okay, if I put Sawblade Mech there, let me think. Yeah, if Sawblade Mech is here and a Silkworm... Okay, maybe I don't know. I was thinking if the Silkworms try for Sawblade Mech here, then Sawblade Mech can just spin in place and hit them both, and that'd be funny as hell. I don't know if they would be so foolish as to go... Well, Hang on, if I do this, are they... This one could go there. I mean, I probably don't need to overthink this so badly. Hell, if one of them goes here, I could either shove it up... But, well, of course there's 4 Vec, so it'd be nice if I could, you know, get 2 of them. And I don't want to... And hiding is kind of stupid, honestly. Especially even with a pretty good amount of move on Sylvan Mech. Hang on, if I do like this, then what? I feel like it's good to have Rooting Beast slightly protected simply because it's the most flexible thing I've got. Alright. Can't stare at this all day. Although, I did just realize the Vec don't have a lot of targets on the right side of the map, so... Huh. Okay, didn't see that. Oh, wow, I forgot the rocks, or the spikes would do the chasm like that. Like, fuck me if that ain't brutal. Anyway, so I could just pop this stink bug onto the spawn since it's being accommodating. I could have Ridding Beast do one of these into the other, which might be the best play, or just have the Sawblade mech kill one. Could even do like this and then have Ridding Beast shove this thing onto the spikes here, which would kill it with the damage. On the third hand, okay, if these guys are both dead, do I really need to block all the spawns? 3 Vec is the reasonable amount of Vec, I have to say. Do I want to be there when I could just go here? It might be better to leave Sawblade mech some space in case things get awkward. Because if I start getting webbed, I would like it to be free to spin. Huh. Mantises just don't have much to do today, I guess. Okay, so spinning is now an option. And dropping this guy on a spawn is also an option. Wow, okay, so if I spin and then I can shove this guy onto a spike again. Okay, it feels like I'm just repeating the same turn, but... Ooh, now I got my spider. Great. I always forget that I can get the spider from units other than the one Simon's actually in. But, you know, I'm not complaining. Okay, so... Ooh, wow, these are... Oh, wow. Fuck me if these aren't amazing options. I mean, Skilled would be really good, because it's got low HP and always needs more move. It's hard to go wrong with Thick Skin, honestly, since I make a lot of forests, and I'll only be making more. And I can't guarantee Flame Shielding. Trophy Hunter, hard to go wrong with that, though. I would have knifed someone up to get Trophy Hunter on Abe. Not literally, I'm not threatening anyone, just in case anyone, you know, is listening to this. Still, it's hard to turn down Skilled. It's hard to turn down all of these, honestly. But I'm gonna take Thick Skin because... Yeah, I fully expect to end up there being a lot of fire knocking around. And for the moment, I will put the Spiderling here. Oh, wow. Right. Forgot I was only allowing 2 Vec up. Okay, so if Sawblade Mech just moves... then the beetle dies. Or I could just have Sawblade Mech stay where it is and let the beetle spawn block, which is pretty funny. And the Mantis does not matter. Trying to think how to best do this. I mean, I could also just have Ridding Beast go and shove the Mantis, or go here even, and shove the beetle into the water. This Mantis could even be ignored if I wanted. I don't especially want to ignore it, but I could. If I wanted to just take this one on the chin, then that's one spawn blocked. Or, you know, just, yeah, get over here and push him in. I could even have the spiderling block a spawn, although it's probably just as well to have it. Or I could put him here and something, I don't know. I haven't thought this through very well. Actually, wait, if I have the spiderling shove the mantis onto the forest, and then down to 3, and then double tap it with Abe, it should burn to death. That's probably worth doing if I'm blocking most of the spawns anyway. Wait, did I... am I forgetting... Did I get clear cut? Because I don't remember getting clear cut, but it looked like I did 2x2 damage a second there. Perhaps my brain is fuzzy and I'm just forgetting something important, but... Oh, right, scions. I forgot those were a thing. Okay, so the beetle's already dead. Like, I don't care at all. Hang on, if I go on here... It would have been... No, wait, I can do this to the scion and it dies. And I can do nothing to the beetle and it dies. Goodbye, beetle. Alright, so I've got another core, which I could do something cool with. Okay, 1x2. Yeah, like I said, I could swear I saw it do 2 damage twice to the one on the forest there when I do not have the upgrade, but whatever. So 1 core. Could just give health to the rooting beast because that 2 health is freaking me out even with thick skin, but can always swap it to something else later. Fertilizer is also an option, but I'll take it for now. And, ooh, the Incinerate is actually a little tough for this mission. Because Sawblade can't displace, Rooting Beast is my... Sylvan can't displace into the damn Incinerator, so yeah, we're doing this. And... shit me screaming, okay. So, How do I want to play this? Okay. If the Silkworm comes for Sawblade mech, I can double tap. If the Silkworm comes down here, it's an easy target for someone. I think I should be okay in terms of reaching places I need to reach on turn 1. Good enough. Huh. Didn't think about that one, but I'm not super worried about it. Even though it's an annoying... Oh, I can just go here and double tap. And then... Rooting Beast probably do this one. Down, I guess? Or would up have been better? Hang on, can I do this? Okay, I guess I can. And then Sylvan Mech can just head down a ways. Normally, I wouldn't want to block so many spawns early, but if I'm planning on getting the fossilized Vec out next turn, then I'm gonna need to, you know, do something. Need some units free. Of course, it's gotta be the Silkworm. Wow, okay, that Stinkbug really wants a piece of that building. So, my first inclination is to to perhaps... What is it? Scorpion? Ugly business. That. Oh, I could put it over there. And then... Okay, if I did this, that should set this on fire if it's, And if there were a unit here, then the... Should be 1 damage, 1 for the bump, and then burn to death. And then the saw blade can just... Or I could have Sylvan Mechs swap the silkworm onto the spawn and not give a shit about, you know, taking 1 damage from it. Or, oh wow, 6 is a lot. I could put this loser onto the spawn, or no wait, he's already on a spawn. I'll figure it out in a minute. Maybe just block this. No, wait, I was going to have the Vec do it. Sorry, my brain's a mess today. Yeah, okay, this loser should burn to death. But I could have Sawblade double tap this guy. Just for completeness sake. So that's a black spawn. This one's going to be blacked, and maybe I shouldn't be. No, I probably do want him dead this turn. Even if next turn ends up with an awkward number of spawns. Plus, getting that mountain out of the way frees up a little space. And of course, I've still got the excavator to block another spawn. Possibly block 2 more. Oh! Totally forgot the spiderling was coming. Not that he can reach much, but he could block a spawn. Hang on, I could... Oh, yeah, I could put the silkworm onto a spawn tile. Again. And then everybody just kinda spawn blocks. I could let someone up, just to be nice. Show willing, as it were. And yeah, I'll block that one, though. The map is complicated enough that the Vec can come single file. Alright, can I get him with Sylvan Mech? Good. Okay. Alright. And everybody's happy except a spiderling. Its opinion doesn't count. I mean... Yeah, I would assume excavating fossilized... Oh, right! Fuck me, the Mosquito Leader. That's no good. Why did I do this island again? Maybe I should have just done a 2-island mission. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so who can he reach? And, this is bad. Alright, I was thinking I might just... Fuck. Okay, I might want Sawblade to be the one in its crosshairs. Simply because Sawblade can't free himself. And... Yeah, Sylvan with his... Yeah, can't quite reach it. So I could... If he goes for Sawblade, I can get Sylvan over there and swap him over and then do something else with him. Or have Rooting Beast shove him somewhere, wherever works. I should be able to solve the stink bug with the other... Probably. Unless this gets really awkward some way. Which it will, because, you know... So... Okay. Wasn't thinking of that angle, but I can probably work with it. So, if I can, I probably want Rooting Beast to shove the stink bug into the water. So, problem is, if I have Sylvan Mech attack the Mosquito from here, then the Sylvan Mech's just kind of stuck in its clutches, and that's pretty bad. So I may need to ignore the stink bug and swap the Scion onto a spawn with Sylvan Mech, while I have the Rooting Beast. What can I do with him, actually? That's just gonna be tricky. Oh boy, this might be bad. Okay, yeah, so I can't just push him off, although it'd be funny if he could. Okay, if I had Sylvan Mech just swap the stink bug off, which I... No, wait, that's a really bad idea, because that'll just get Sylvan Mech killed. Okay, this may be harder than I thought, and I didn't think through all the parameters. Let me see. If I do this, then... Can't quite do what I wanted with him. What can I do here? Aside from accept my fate, which, no. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this guy does 3 damage. The Rooting Beast could actually eat that hit if... No, can't corner through that square. Because how it works. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Okay, I might be screwed. But... Okay, so... If I ignore everything, let's see. Because technically there's no other threat. If I do this, then I could have Sylvan Mech hit him. Or even, yeah, I could have Sylvan Mech pull him off. Then Rooting Beast could go... no, still couldn't corner where I need, but... Okay, but I could push him down to 2 HP there, then have Sylvan Mech hit him for 1. And he'd be on fire, I suppose. I think. Yeah, Sylvan Mech would be launching him onto a forest square, so actually he'd be dead if Sylvan Mech just dragged him then, wouldn't he? And then Sawblade could get onto a spawn and double tap the Scion. I think this works, as awkward and unfortunate as it is. Hopefully I'm reading this right. Yeah, okay. He is on fire, so he's dead. And we're done. With that. With this particular turn, okay, wait. I need to repair with Sawblade, I forget. That's a problem. Especially since he's gonna get acided again, all over again. But at least the boss will be fucking gone. Okay, so, Alright, how does the Acid Scion work? I always forget. Okay. So yeah, he's acided again, and I hate it. So we're killing the Scion, right? I assume we're killing the Scion. I haven't thought through this at all, but theoretically we're killing the Scion. So, notionally I would like to do this and push that stink bug in the water. That's good. Then, if I do that, I could, what am I doing with the spider? I don't know. I don't like just putting him over here. I could have Sylvan Mech swap the stink bug onto the spawn at least, but that doesn't solve the core problem of... Oh, wait. If I do this, at least he's not self-damaging. And then the spider could actually kill the... Scion, and then Sylvan Mech could swap the stink bug onto... Not onto this one, because that would get Sylvan Mech killed. He's also got acid, yeah, he has acid on him. But Sylvan Mech could, you know, get somewhere and kill the Scion. I think. Even here, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I probably just want the spider to do it. And I want Ridding Beast to have more room to get closer like that. Which is why I moved everything else first. And it would be nice if I get the opportunity to have Sawblade Mech repair, but failing that, I'll figure it out. Or might get to use Devour, which is also good. Because, yeah, could just eat that hit and Devour. Or could... Oh, because he's got thick skin, I could move here, Devour, and push that, which doesn't help that much. I could have Sylvan Mech do him first, though. And then get up here and repair and eat the hit. Oh, wait, he's on fire. That guy's on fire now. I don't need to do anything fancy with him. Great. I, don't love this situation, but I can go wherever now. More Vec than I like for the final turn, but... I did not think that one through perfectly. But at least Sawblade Mech isn't, you know, acided anymore. I really keep forgetting how nasty the acid can be in some of these situations. Also, I'm surprised the silkworms aren't, you know, fucking me up more with acid. But anyway. So... Ridding Beast isn't in the ideal position to shove the Mantis into water, but that is okay since he doesn't need XP. Sawblade Mech could do both these guys, and I see no reason he shouldn't. Might want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I might want Sylvan Mech to get this Silkworm if I can. Even if that means Ridding Beast isn't getting XP for the Mantis. Actually, who cares about Ridding Beast getting XP? Just needs the Mantis to be out of the way. Alright. There we go. Well, this has been kind of awkward. And we're not going to talk about any of those mistakes. You know, especially not that one. But, ooh. Force Amp is fun. Bethany with skilled, also fun. But I'm doing pretty well on pilots. Hell, I've got 2 I don't really want much. Excuse me. And admittedly, I only have 1 unit that would bumps things, but it bumps things very well. And hey, it's only 1 core. What else was I doing? Wow, everyone needs exactly 3 cores, so could go anyway. Alright, no passives I want. I don't even recognize the... whatever, I've got a lot of stuff active. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, but I just don't want to use Ezekiel, so... Who's getting what? I kind of like Force Amp, but I probably want more... Okay, Forest Fury is probably good, or Clear Cut. Especially since that doubles up, I assume. And Sawblade is my murder machine. So I'm guessing I want Clear Cut and Fertilizer. Just get more forests as much as I can. And then look into Forest Fury next, probably. Tempting as Force Amp is. Anyway, thank you for watching. Oh god, not the tumblebugs. And join me next time for part 3. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.